Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining this session. And we shall start at 9:10 as only a few uh, students, the participants have come up. So if my voice is audible, please let me know. If my voice is audible, please let me know, like through chat window, of course. And so this session is all about using LMS. LMS stands for Learning Management Systems. Specifically in teaching English, language, and this could be any language. Thank you. This could be any language, and specifically we will focus on English. So LMSs are somewhat different, like they are not just delivery of the course material or delivery of the knowledge, but it is all about starting from uh, starting from starting from the management of the course, and there are, as I said, there is not just the delivery of the the subject that is being taught, but it is a management system, where what we can do, we can administer, we can report, we can automate, we can track, we can document, as well as we can deliver educational courses and training programs. Or L&D programs as well. So you can understand that LMSs are a complete package that cater to the needs of all the requirements of the courses that we can run. Apart from that, this is online, so there is no restrictions. Anybody can join across the globe. So that is one of the advantages in online learning platforms. Like, there is some interactivity, there is some learning. In fact, there are a lot of learning that takes place. I have just shared my email ID. Like, if you have any concerns, you can write me there. And before starting, let me tell you that this session has 3 parts. The first part is the delivery part, the second part is the feedback part, and the third is the certificates. And feedback is one of the requirements for the certificates. You need to share your valid email ID. You need to share the name, write the name in the feedback form as you wish to be published onto the certificates. Apart from that, there is some assessment you need to make in feedback form, like how was the delivery, how was the content. And then you can see that you will see I'll be sharing the certificates, feedback form after the session, and the certificates by today evening. So you can share, you can let your friends know that this has started, because the registration was like there were many participants, but there are just 4 who are coming up. Not an issue, but you may share. And please let me know once again if my voice is audible. I can see just one person, Mr. Ralph, like he is. If my voice is audible, please let me know, everybody. Okay. In today's session we'll be focusing on in today's session we'll be focusing on Edmodo. Like, it is one of the learning management system dedicated for K-12 facilities. I think you're aware of what is K-12. Okay. And but still we can use it with higher education as well. We can do that. So there are facilities there in Admodo that we can use. So it works like Facebook. Its interface is very similar to Facebook or any social media site, because there is sharing, there is a stream of connected people who can share the things. We can create class, okay, we can join as student, we can join as teachers, and we can even create class, or we can even join a class. So what we'll be doing today, I will be creating a class, and I would request everybody to join, okay, and we'll see what we can do through here, how we can. So practical, we'll do some practical sessions in this course. As you can see, I have already created an Edmodo account. It's free. Some part is free, some part is paid, but free is enough. Like, we can take advantage of many things. So coming back, learning management systems are those systems, like it helps in governing the overall educational processes, from management to report, from tracking, okay, to delivery of the course. Okay, so it's kind of very useful to teachers as well as students. And as I said, we shall start at 9-10. Let other people join. There are just 5 people. I request everybody to please share, and let me know if my voice is audible. Okay. Is my voice audible? Please let me know. Hello. If it is audible, please let me know. So this session is a practical session. Like, we'll be using it live. I have already installed Admodo. We shall see what are its features. Thank you so much. And if you have, of course you would have Facebook account, please share there, so that people can come and watch. And this is for students as well as teachers, those who want to know this Edmodo. And this is a brief session, so we'll be looking at the most important aspects of the LMSs, this LMS Edmodo. And yes, and this is quite interesting as well. And we shall start at 10:10. I'm sorry, 9:10. And let's wait for the other participants to join, and then we will start. If you're using phones, then you can download the Edmodo app. It's Admodo. This is the LMS that we'll be learning today. I think most of us know it, like most of us used it, but still for those there will be freshers, and those who haven't used it, they will understand. Okay. For them it will be like it's a good thing, so it's a good LMS. Learning management, and that is a system as well. So we can conduct learning through these LMSs. In the similar way, we organize a learning process in schools or colleges. So there is a management department, and there is a reporting department, there is a tracking department, and there are many things. So all these things have been automated. Those who are teachers, they need to fill the data, they need to create small tasks on LMSs, and that gets automated. That's the beauty of LMSs. So there are timers, there are other things that we can also use. For instance, like we can use something like an assignment. Suppose we have created an assignment and we want it to get finished by suppose 15th of this month by at 15th of this month by 6:30 p.m. Okay, and we have fed to the LMS, we have written in the LMS, like we have told, we have made settings, and then what happens, the LMSs takes this, okay, LMSs take this and start doing that. Like it will stop, it will block the access to the assignment after that time, and after 15th of August 6:30. Okay, so this is how we can manage. So again it comes to this process called artificial intelligence, cognitive computing technologies that aid humans, reduce human efforts. This is what is happening here, and we'll be seeing that. Okay, so we shall start. It's already 10:30, so we shall start. So good morning once again, everybody. Thank you everybody for joining this session. There are 3 more sessions tomorrow, day after tomorrow, and the day which is the day after tomorrow. I mean on Monday as well, Monday and Tuesday. So this session will go till Tuesday. So I request everybody to join and request other friends to come up and join. So basically this session will include 3 things. Admodo will see its features and will execute a live session. Okay. So Edmodo, it is an LMS learning management system specially designed for K-12 situations, and this is something unique because it's a social learning networks. LMS, this Admodo, talking about Admodo, it's a social learning networks. It gives you the endpoint, it gives you the endpoints of social networks. Like there will be, like if we are aware of how the Facebook works, and this LMS does what? It takes all the good features of social networking, probably Facebook, and use it for educational purposes. For instance, on Facebook there are different kind of things that come up. The domain might change, the subject might change, there could be vulgar things, there could be pornography, there could be lot many things. But Admodo is something which is different. It focuses on the aspect of teaching only. Everything will be there which relates to the K-12 things or education. Okay, it won't allow something else. So you can say it's basically a network of educators and students. Those can collaborate with each other and learn. So it is LMS, as it is an LMS, it's a learning management system. It privileges the students and teachers to start teaching and learning in a very different way. We'll see how it is similar to Facebook or other social media websites. Okay, and as it utilizes at its UI and at its logic is similar to Facebook, I think it becomes easily understandable because we have been using Facebook and we know how it works. So there are sharing that take place on Facebook. We can share any URL link on our Facebook page or on our Facebook profile, yeah, right? And we can share that with our friends. Or there is a concept called groups in Facebook. It is also there in this LMS, and we can do many things. Like we can share, we can create groups, we can create classes. If you're a student, we can join classes, and there we can share the things from the stream. So basically, Edmodo has 2 things. Edmodo has network at individual level. For instance, if I am a teacher, I'll create a network. I have a group of students, a class which might have 50 students, and on top of that there is a universally accessible streams of students, teachers and other facilitators which we can access. So there is a private class going on, as well as there are public things that are there, so that we can learn from them as well. So it is like we have our personal books, and at the same time we have a library. Okay, so the books we do not have, or the books we want to read, we can go to the library, and library is public, anybody can access it, right, to few extra. Okay, same thing is happening here. So there is a network, private network of people and student, teachers and students, as well as there is a public network where students are there, teachers are there, and we can go and check it out. We can check it. So this is what so officially let's read what are the features that is in which the Admodo is providing us. How it is different from Google Classrooms. So I think there is no like live sessions that we can create like Zoom or Google Classroom. Okay, so they have their own features. Google Classroom has its own feature, this particular has its own feature. Okay, and it is one of the popular, it is among the popular which are there. Okay, so there are many, and this is one of them. And Google Classroom is a typical classroom style settings. Okay, like where teacher can teach, and teacher can do anything whatever he wants or she wants there, create poll or create quizzes. But this Edmodo is something which is very similar to Facebook. Okay, it is very similar to Twitter, it is very similar to other social media platform sites, where we can share things, where we can post things. Okay, we can create groups, we can create pages, we can collaborate. Okay, and this is very sober. I think Google Classroom, I think it's very advanced, and this Admodo is also very advanced, but they have their different occasion, they have their different privileges. Okay, but the purpose is same, to deliver knowledge. Okay, so let's see what are the main features of Admodo. There is online classroom discussions, free admin accounts, we can create polls for the students, we can assess student progress, we can personalize, we can avail the network that connects students, administrators, parents. Okay, and we can facilitate learning goals. So these are the few advantages, a few benefits that we have. Okay, and once again, it is designed for K-12 education. I think you're aware of what is K-12, kindergarten to higher education 12 settings. Okay, and also it has a stream of, or you can say it has a network that connects students, that connect teachers, and we'll see how it happens. So what we'll do, I think it is pretty clear, because most of us know, most of us are aware. That most of us know, most of us are aware to use Zoom, to use lives like Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Google Classroom, and other LMSs. But remember, this is something which is very close to social media. So Google Classroom, we need time to understand, time to grasp the capacities and functionality of Google Classroom or Blackboard or something else, right? But Edmodo at the same time is very easy to grasp. Okay, because it is nothing, it is not giving anything new. It is delivering what we already know. What is that? That is social media, Facebook. Everybody is using Facebook at the time, and then we know how to operate it, because we are doing it for many years, and there are more than billion subscribers of Facebook, right? Accounts for Facebook. Okay, so it is quite easier, like we can use. I'm not saying like it is copying that, I cannot say that, I cannot comment on that, but still it is very similar to that, and this is the advantage of Edmodo. We can utilize, as a student, we can understand, like teacher will share something, like we know, like Facebook, on Facebook sharing happens. Okay, sharing of URLs, sharing of files, sharing of assignments, that happens on Facebook. Okay, so something will be shared here, not okay. Apart from that, there are other things that we can do. Okay, sharing can take place, and assignments can be shared, polls can be conducted. Okay, so it basically utilizes the features of Facebook social media sharing and uses that in teaching. Okay, using that and use that in teaching. Okay, this is the quality of it. So now we'll and these was the features that I've already told you. As I said, it would be a brief session. So what we'll be doing will be creating a class, and we'll be creating the class, and at the same time I'll be sharing the class ID or group ID with you. And I will request, if you are using laptop, open admodo.com, and if you're using your phones or tablet or iPhones or iPad, you can download the app from Google Play Store just to check how it works. Okay, and then we'll create a class, and then we'll try to do something. Okay, and I think my voice is audible. So this is how I'll show you how the interface of Edmodo looks. So you can see there are classes. You can create class. I have created one class. So this is coming back. This is the stream I was talking about. Based on what qualities or what subject you have chosen while creating the account, it will show you the stream. So this is the stream where you can connect with the people, those who are already there on Edmodo, and they want to, and even you can also collaborate, you can also share it, because you're a part as well. Okay, and then there are classes. So you can see, you can create class. If you click on this button, you'll get two options. You can create class, or you can join a class. If you use create class, okay, then you have all these things. Okay, so what we'll be doing, we'll be creating a class right away, and then we'll delete this class. Okay, we'll do that later. Okay, we'll do what, we'll create a class, and I request everybody to download Edmodo. Okay, so that you better understand it. I request everybody to download Edmodo, and if you have not subscribed the channel, you may subscribe the channel. And I request everybody to download Edmodo, or if you don't want to download, at least open it on your browsers, so that we can execute a live session, and then you'll understand like how it works. But you remember, you'll be students, and if you can understand like how students will be seeing the things, or what's the perspective of students, so you would better judge it, and you can also guide students, your students, if you are a teacher. And if you are a student, then that is good, because this is going to help you. Okay, so if you are not connected to any class, there is a stream where you can definitely go and learn something. Okay, that's a public stream, and that will depend on what subjects you have chosen. Okay, so I request so the website is www.edmodo.com. Okay, Okay, so later on you can delete it. Yes, you'll receive certificates for the each session, and if you can if you can like make people to come and subscribe, that would be also good. Okay, so that we can also get motivated. So yes, certificates will be shared, like for every session there will be one certificate, so there will be individual session, and if you are just wait a second, don't sign up right away, please wait a second. Don't sign up, please don't sign up, because you won't be able to attend accept the class that we have. Okay, you won't be able to access the class which I will be creating. Okay, so now I'll create a class for everybody, and then I would tell everybody to sign. Okay, and please don't do it right away, because there are things that needed to be. Okay, so I'll create a class. Okay, I'll create a class and I'll name the class as using LMS in teaching language. Okay, and subject area we can say language and arts, English. Okay, what's the grade? So grade grade is staff. You can see the grade, you can say it is adult staff, or you can say adult. Okay, higher education adult, so we'll say we'll make it to staff. So you can use all these settings. Okay, default new members to read only, moderate all posts and replies. You can add profanity filters, or even there is option of parents login who can see what is happening in the class. So you can also do that if you don't want that parent should visit, or want parent to see what is happening in the class. You can toggle this option. So let's create this class. Okay, now this class has been created. Okay, so there are options, you can post anything you want. Okay, and there are folders, you can add any folders, probably the course material you can add here, and you can see how many members are there. Okay, or you can even create small group, like in class there could be different groups, right? So you can do that. Okay, and there are folders, there are members, there are small groups you can do. Okay, so now we have two classes. Okay, one is using LMS in teaching class, and other is a dummy class. So what I'll be doing now, I'll be sharing the code, and you can use that code. Okay, so other things, meanwhile you may see the other things. There can be requests, what are the activity, and discover. That's the network stream I was talking about. You can discover public network streams, and you can share to your class. There is a share option, right? If you click on the share option, share or Edmodo, share to a group or class, that you can do. There are games. Okay, there are videos, there are other interactive application that you can use. So this is the fun of this class. this Edmodo. This is the fun part of this Edmodo. And let's see, members, and what I request everybody to do, what they would do, what I request everybody to create a student login, okay, and while logging the student, while creating a student login or while signing up as student, put this code QZDURR on the code that is on the text box, which is in the text box which is asking for the code, okay. Okay, and then you will be connected to this class, okay, and later on you can delete it, not an issue. And I'll also delete it later on. So either you can, if you're using Android, then you can download it. If you're using laptop, you can use that, okay. Okay, sign up as student and use this code to connect to this class. Yes, as you can see, this gentleman has joined, okay. Brother, you're from so now we can start sharing, okay. Okay, so let me okay, so now anybody can come up and share, okay. Okay, so we shall go to the class, okay. So I request everybody to please join, and later on you can close this, delete this, but you'll have an idea what is happening here. And let me again add, yes, so okay, and I request everybody come and join. So there is a post by one of the students. So what you have to do is you have to use this code QZDURR while logging in as a student. There are other options as well which you can use, right? like there is a student login, there is a parent login, there is a teacher login. So I have joined as teachers log. Okay, I have joined as teacher. So there are 3 members, and let's see. Okay, so if you are a teacher, something would look like this. Okay, I have used the name Mr. Master. So teacher you can say, and then there is student contributor. So Edmodo treat students as contributor. They are student, at the same time they are the contributors. Okay, and okay, so you can write any name. Do not give correct information, because this is something which will be public. Okay, so do not give your correct information, never. Okay, yes, Miss Devi has joined, and and we can keep this group for a longer period of time. We can interact. Okay, or if you wish, you can delete yourself out of this group. So now so anybody else, you can come and join. I think the members are increasing. Yes. Okay, and we can create a post. You can also post, like if I write something, if I say, suppose if I create something, thank you for joining. Okay, and if I post this, okay, anybody else who wants to join, you may come and join. And now there are 4 members including teachers, and now I have written thank you for joining the class. Okay, and I think everybody can see it. Okay, and now what I will do, I will demonstrate how to create assignments and how to create polls. Okay, and I request okay, so we need to, I think, now this was what I was talking about. You can create any assignment. Okay, so you can give the title of the assignment, you can give the due date, and you can also select which class you want to assign, and there is an option you can lock it after some due date. Okay, or you want to lock it, you can do it. You can create a schedule. Okay, what's the schedule, as you can do that, and you can also give instructions. Okay, like you wish some special instructions, or something student should understand. Okay, and you can, if you wish, like student, you can give like you can tell student like 1 to 5, question 1 to 5 carry this much marks, and this is how we are going to check, and what are there. Okay, and so on. So you can use this tool, instructions. Okay, you can assign, it's for the class, and you can set date. Okay, 12 August, and you can even set the time. Okay, for instance, let's say 11, okay, 10:45 a.m. okay, and you can log the date. Okay, and you can also set the schedule. Okay, instructions you can give here, whatever you wish you can write here, and you can attach a file. Okay, now you can see this could be something from gallery. You can, it's self-explanatory. File from library, file from device, link, or you can even draw a sketch. Okay, so let's see. So you can even draw a sketch here. Okay, okay, and you can use the color. Okay, and then you can choose the pen. Okay, and now if I start, with this. Okay, and you can undo it at any time. Okay, so this is I'm just showing this, so you can do anything with that. So this is a sketch pad you can use, and then you can file from library, file from device. You can also share a link. Okay, title and link, so that probably Google document, you have created a test on Google document, you can share it there. Okay, and this new assignment will be shared with the class. Not an issue if you're late, not an issue, you're on time. It started at 9. I think it would be around 11:30 in Philippines, and probably 10:30 in Indonesia. And if you talk about other time zones, then it is almost night. Okay, so there are only 4 members. So first you have visited. What I'll do now, I'll go to live stream. I'll search for something. Suppose I search for LMS, learning management systems. Now you can see there are resources, there are posts, there are people, there are pages. So now there is one page, classroom. Okay, it's a website. Okay, again I search that. Resources, what resources I have. Okay, now this is very interesting. Oh, you already are using Edmodo. That's cool. I think you can also share them. I think it's a good LMS. So you can see there. You can go. It's a file. Okay. And now let's see what you have. You can share in a post. So let's do that. And then done. And you can write it. My first share. Okay, done. And now it has stopped. I'm so sorry. I am using this on okay, it might crash, but that's not a big issue. If you are using on web page, let me do from there. Okay, now I'll discover, and I'll discover search LMS, and okay, I'll say resources. Okay, now there is full introduction. I try to do what? I try to share that in the class. Okay, 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 and I try to share this. Now if you can see, this has been shared, this important post has been shared. Okay, I think everybody can see. Okay, I think it is visible now. Okay, I have shared my post. Okay, so you can comment on that and you can do. Okay, okay, so this is how you can do. So now I'll do what, I'll create a poll, I create a quiz for this class. Okay, and so remember, there is a public stream always available for you. Okay, and you can even discover, you can look for anything you want. Suppose if a discover is there, stream is there, so suppose you want to learn something about grammar. Okay, and you make a search, grammar. So there are people also you can connect, right? You can create a network, you can see, right? Resources, there are grammar, there are many things, okay, that you can use. Okay, and so now we'll do what, we'll create a poll, quiz, and let's see how it goes. Okay, and yes, before going any further, you can upload. Okay, you can upload your stuff. Okay, in classes you can, wait just a second, you can, at folders, you can upload a folder, you can create a folder, you can create a name, study material. Okay, study material, you can create a folder, and now in study material you can add something, whatever you wish to do. Okay, and meanwhile you can go to the settings and change and this is the class code. This needs to be used by everybody who wish to join this class. Okay, and you can see there are members, you can even create small groups, and now in folder you can do what, you can add a link, you can choose something from gallery, or you can even use the camera, okay, to upload the things. Okay, now the post is there, you can use it. Okay, so let's create we'll create a assignment. Okay, and try to attach it to the class. So we have this class with us, so here we have the option, we have a new post, new assignment, assigning a quiz. So there is nothing in the library, so let's find, like you can even message. There is a facility where you can message. Discover is always there. Okay, stream is there always, classes are there, right? Messages you can do, you can create private messages, right? I can message anybody, 3 people, right? I can select and I can message. Okay, that's a private message. And let's see what other options we have. You can add folders. You can add anything to this. Okay, you can add a link, you can do whatever you want. Okay, and there are 3 members who are there. Okay, in fact 4 members including the teacher. We shall now, I'm looking for we'll try to create a quiz. Okay, new quiz. Okay, and let's see how it performs. So now you have options of, in quiz you have options of true, false, multiple choice, short answers, fill in the blanks, matching, and multiple answers. Okay, I think this doesn't work on the app because this feature is not coming onto the app. It would come on I think this on Google. I think that is web browser. It will come on the web browser, but still let's see if we can create it. Yes, it is effective. We can use it. Yes, because students they like it, like they are using social media already, and this would be something they know, and this would also help them. This would also eradicate the things which are not required, which are unwanted, like pornography and other stuff or adult material that might come up. Okay, and okay, so let's create a quiz, multiple choice question. Okay, now true false questions first. Easiest. But before that we need to give the okay, and now I'll assign this, and we can even select the due date is 29th, 60 minutes, and this you can add to the grade and all that. Okay, so let's see. This has been assigned. Okay, I have created a quiz. You might be seeing that the quiz has been assigned. So there is a true false quiz that has been assigned. Okay, so you can set it up. I think you are able to see that the quiz has been, the members, please check if the quiz has been given to you, that which is given to you. I think it depends, it depends on the teacher, how teacher uses it, because this is something which fills the gap between the class and what the time, the gap between the class, after the class, after the time after the class. Basically what I mean to say, when students are in leisure period, like they do not have anything to do and they're not in the class, they can definitely use Edmodo to learn, because they already are using that Facebook. Okay, they're spending so much time on Facebook, so they can be inspired and they can be motivated to use Admodo or other such tools that might help them. Okay, so I think members, you can see I have created a poll. I'm sorry, I created a true false questions, and I think it is shown to you. There is a quiz that I have. Yes, you can see. Yes, I'll do that. Yes, it will be there on the YouTube channel. You can come anytime and watch. So this is not, I'm not going to take it down, it will be there. But I request everybody to make people come and subscribe it. That would be, subscribe this channel, so that would be great motivation for me. Okay, and so I think the quiz has been assigned. You can attempt the quiz, right? One answer, so one has been one. So there is one answer. One participant has answered it true, and it was answered correctly. So I as a teacher can watch this. Okay, so this is how you can help students, but at the same time we need to think about the screen time of students. It should not increase, so we should not create heavy exercises, very heavy exercises that requires 1.5 or 2 hours or even 3 hours to complete. Okay, we should not do that. We can increase the frequency of exercises that are small, like probably like 3 to 4 questions, and probably daily we can engage them for like 3 to 4 questions. Okay, so the quiz has been already shared with you, and now what you will do, I request everybody. Okay, but before that, let's see what other features we have there. Okay, no, they do not have that feature. I think this is very basic problem with every LMS. Okay, because we cannot monitor, because there were I think Edmodo do not have that feature, but that is the basic problem with all the browser. If you won't allow to use them on the computer, on the browser they're using, they can use on the phone, right? How those who want to cheat, they can cheat. There is no option. So you can at least tell the parents that be there, because this is for the betterment of the student only. No, he or she will understand, and then Now suppose if Edmodo would have that feature, but still they can use it on other device, right? Suppose they are doing the true false on laptop, but at the same time they have opened another laptop, or they're gauging the answer on the telephones or smartphones. You cannot protect that, right? So it's a basic problem that comes with this thing, fundamental problems. So this depends on how the students are, motivated. We should motivate them not to do that, and we can request their parents, okay, and we can take a test in the class only. After the class we can take the online test, because we don't need to grade it, we don't need to check it, because it is something which is artificially intelligent thing. So we can do what we can. This will definitely reduce our efforts, because the grading is coming up right away. I can see who has written the correct answer, and I can even print that. So if suppose there are 1000 students, if suppose there are 500 students, if suppose there are 300 students, so check it manually would be a hectic task. So you can use Admodo for that, okay. What, as far as I can see, Admodo is very you can see it is very decent. It is very adorable. Like it doesn't have the bad negativity of the internet. If you can see, if you've gone through the surveys, 80 to 70% things on internet are vulgar. Even they're pornography or some other vulgar stuff. Yes, there are some features which are free, okay, and there are some features which are paid. So I do what yes, we can create it for you can do what I am sharing. You can go and check out their website. Like they have plenty of features there. They'll tell you in detail what is there. But I think it is enough for a class of 50 students. Okay, and if it is free, okay. Okay. And this is unlimited. Anybody can join. Like, I mean, there is no limit for. No, Google Classroom is different. No. I cannot comment on that, because every LMS has different capabilities, advantages or disadvantages. What peculiar about Edmodo is it uses the social networking UI logic. UI logic means the interactional pattern that we have with Facebook. Okay, so you can see there are sharing things. You can create classes here. Okay, and there is no live video conferencing in Edmodo right now. Okay. So I think this is something that is the advantage of Admodo is that, like, we need to learn Google Classroom, we need to learn Blackboard, we need to learn how to use Zoom, and there are two versions. There are paid versions and there are unpaid version. So paid version have different capabilities. Unpaid version has limited set of capabilities, right? And we need to learn those things first, and there would be technical glitches. But in Admodo, we do not need to learn anything as such, because this has been what we have been doing right up in the past, right? We are using Facebook, and the same thing and the same UI and the same interactional pattern is there on Edmodo. But the thing is, we need to learn to create true false or quizzes, but there is also self-explanatory. You can go there and check out. Okay, so I cannot comment that which one is better. It depends on the needs, okay, what you want to do, and everything is okay. Google Classroom is better. I cannot say it's better. Google Classroom has all advantages and disadvantages, and Zoom has its own advantages and disadvantages. Microsoft Team has its own advantages and disadvantages. Okay, so it depends on what needs we have, and like people might say there are some security glitches in Zoom, but I don't think so. And there are some drawbacks in Google Classroom. There is something else. But that's different altogether. We need to understand our needs, and according to that we can choose the. And this is very light version. It won't require very hassle. It won't require any hassles. Hassle free. It's ready to use. Okay. Admodo. Lightweight, hassle free, ready to use, and on top of that it has the social, like it has the interface like social media, most probably Facebook. There is a concept called class, there is a concept called groups, and there is unlimited capacity to which we can use. Okay, I think that's all for today's session. Now I request everybody, now you join as teacher. Okay, after this session you join as teachers. Okay, and try to, now you understood how student would feel, right? And now if you are a teacher, you log in as teacher. I do one thing, I share the website, because I might be wrong, because I am using so many LMSs, so it is better that I share the website. But I am not promoting anything. Okay, I am just letting you know, like there that we have used it. So I think this link will help you. Okay, I think you can access this account, because they sometimes change things, they sometimes upgrade things, so that's why I am sharing this. You can go and check out, or you can go and check out on Edmodo. Because so you can definitely go and check out. I have shared 2 links. So you can go and check out. I think it's $2,500 per school per year. Okay, and there are plenty of things there. That you can use. but I think there is no need to buy this for, like, if you are conducting your classes, because there is a stream you are building up, no? You are also contributing as a stream, okay, as a part of stream. If you have created your class and yourself, you are also available to other people, right? Your profile is also public, and it is, you can set that your profile is also public, so you are contributing to the network of Edmodo. That is why its features are free, premium features are free, right? Like in Google Chrome, in Zoom there are limit, okay, like in Zoom there are only 40 people that can join, but in premium feature 200 250, but here in free you can join unlimited people, you can accept unlimited people in your class. But the thing is, there is no live video sharing, okay? You need to record it and then you can share, and that can also go to the stream. So you are actually publishing your content to the class as well as to the entire stream that has thousands of other people who are ready to watch you, who are ready to share with you. That's the beauty of Edmodo. Okay, now I do what? I share the feedback form, and I request everybody and I also share the our Facebook page link, and so you can go there. And like a page. Okay. And now, as a language teacher, how would you use it? So I have shared, this is our Facebook page. If you like, you can go and like it, and I'll also share the the feedback form. And the certificates will be like issued by today evening. And Admodo is because the fact is that Admodo has given many features for free, because if we are creating an account on Admodo, we are also contributing to the network of Admodo. So that's the link for feedback form. I'm sharing it once again. Please fill it. Now what last time what happened, like this YouTube channel, like when I closed this live streaming, then all the messages went away, and many people could not fill the feedback form because the link got away because of the stream that got closed. So now I'm not going to close unless everybody so it was just a brief session. It was not an in-depth session. It is just now you can research on yourself, like research yourself and research yourselves and find out the things. So I have given you a lead, so you can grow it in any way you want, and you may even use it and give the feedback form to me as well. Admodo, that might be helpful to me as well. Now I have shared the feedback form. It's the the latest post from Mistaken Music. You can fill the form and expect the certificates to be issued by today evening, and please share the valid email ID so that the certificates can reach you. And yes, the plus point is that it has a stream which can grow. And please fill the feedback form, then I'll close it, because then this feedback form won't be available.
I have shared the email ID as well, and please copy it. Like if I close the session and you didn't get, and if you don't get this, I mean the feedback form, you can mail me anytime. Okay. And so we can, so I'm closing the session. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, God bless, and happy weekend.